Hello guys, welcome to the English Genie's very first YouTube video. So, in the next coming weeks, I'm planning to start putting together more and more free content for you guys and upload it here on the YouTube channel. So, today's lesson is about the present simple. However, in the future, I'm hoping you guys can tell me what you would like to see in these videos. Are there specific topics you would like, specific grammar points, specific types of vocab, pronunciation, blah, blah, blah. You tell me what you want to learn. I'll think about it and try to put together a useful presentation for you. So, today, the present simple. Now, this is, like it says, a simple tense. However, it's one that I often see speakers get very, very wrong. Even advanced speakers will use this tense incorrectly at times. So I've put this together today to help you better understand exactly when and how we use the present simple. So, let's begin. First of all, you all probably know that there are three present tenses in English. These are the present simple, present continuous, and the present perfect. The present simple, I play, I clean, I dance. The present continuous, I am playing, I am cleaning, I am dancing. And the present perfect, I have played, I have cleaned, I have danced. Okay? So a perfect tense can be recognized because it uses have. The present continuous can be recognized because it uses am and the ing ending on the verb. But the present simple, there's no specific ending to this, is there? No, it uses the infinitive form of the verb, the basic form of the verb. But that's not always true, as we will see in a second. So, when do we use the present simple? There are a few common reasons we might use the present simple. First of all, habits. A habit is a repeated action, something that we do again and again and again and again. For example, I eat pizza every Tuesday. So, repeatedly, every Tuesday I will eat pizza. Not Wednesday, not Thursday, but every Tuesday. Okay, so it's a repeated action, something I do often, a habit. Another example, I don't often play tennis. Here, I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying that I don't repeat this action very often. I don't do it. Try and come up with another example if you can. You could say, I play games every Saturday. I go on holiday once a year. Try to see what you can do. The next use is facts and general truths. He is very tall. It's a fact. I look at him and I know he is very tall. It's a fact. The next example, Wales is a small country. It's not a big country. It's not going to be a big country, at least not anytime soon. So it's a fact. It's a truth. It's something we all have to accept. Emotions. We can use the present tense with emotions. I am sad on Mondays when I have to wake up early. It's a fact, it's an emotion I'm expressing. I am sad on Mondays when I have to wake up early. And lastly, organized future arrangements. So It might be confusing for some of you when you see the present simple tense used to talk about something in the future. Well, there is a reason that we do this, okay? And that reason is because the event in the future is planned. We know what time or exactly when it's going to happen. And it's normally in the recent future, okay? The future that's coming very, very soon. So, for example, the party starts around 8 p.m. It will start in the future, but I know the time it's going to start, so I say it as a fact. The party starts around 8 p.m. Next, he arrives on Tuesday morning. Again, I'm expressing it like a fact. I know exactly when the person will arrive. He arrives on Tuesday morning. So, how do we make the present simple? Well, similar to its name, the making of this tense is very simple. However, there's one particular thing that speakers of all levels will get wrong time and time and time and time again. And what do you think that is? Well, that's the focus for this slide. Now, every tense has 6 subject pronouns you can use. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. For all of them except for one, the formation is the same. There's nothing on the end of the verb. I play, you play, we play, they play. However, you might notice in the table here that in the he, she, it row, the verbs have an S on the end. When we talk about he, she, or it, the verb in the present simple always, always, always ends with an S. Always. However, as with a lot of grammar in English, there are some exceptions. These ones are fairly easy to learn, you'll be happy to know. So what are these exceptions? Well, again, like I said, the verb will always end in S when it follows he, she, or it. But there are 2 ways this might change. So, for verbs ending x, ch, sh, o, or ss, an es is added to the verb. Not just an s, but an es. This is to help us with pronunciation as well, because, for example, here I write he catches. If you just added an s, it would be he catches. He catches. It's very difficult to say, no? So we add an es, okay? And it's pronounced like is, is, okay? He catches, she dresses. An example with a verb ending o, a very common example, is the verb to go. He goes is not spelt G-O-S, that would be pronounced gos. However, it's spelt G-O-E-S. He goes, she goes, it goes. The next exception is for verbs that end in Y. Specifically, verbs ending in Y, where the Y comes after a consonant, not a vowel, but a consonant. So when a verb ends in this way, we take off the Y. The Y goes away, and we replace it with IES. The pronunciation doesn't change. So, for example, he parties, not he parties with a Y-S. Okay? He parties, I-E-S. So the Y here follows the T, therefore we replace it with an I-E-S because the letter T is a consonant. However, in he plays, the Y follows a vowel. It follows the A. So we don't change the spelling. It doesn't become he plays. A-I-E-S. It does not become that. That barely looks English. So we only change the spelling when the Y follows the consonant. So if you learn these few exceptions, then hopefully you won't feel stressed out like this little animal here when you try to use or write the present simple. So let's look at some examples and talk about why I'm using the present simple. The first example, it always rains during the winter. Why am I using the present simple here? Why? Well, there's two reasons. It's a fact, but also I'm using the word always, and always tells me that this is something that happens again and again and again and again. It always rains during the winter is both a habit or repeated action and a fact or truth. Next example. If you stir the pan every couple of minutes, the food will not burn. Why am I using it? It's a fact. It's a fact or a truth. The food won't burn if you stir the pan. It will burn if you don't. The sun is very high in the sky today. Why am I using it? Once again, it's a truth. And lastly, the film comes out on Thursday. Comes out means you can watch it from Thursday. The first time you can watch it will be on Thursday. Why am I using it? Because I know exactly when in the future this will happen. Therefore, I can use the present simple even though I'm talking about something that will happen in the near future. Okay? Right, there's one more thing I want to discuss about the present simple with you guys, and that is time adverbs. So, when we use the present simple to talk about repeated or habitual actions, then we can describe to someone more specifically how often we do something, how much we repeat an action. So if you want to be very specific, you can use a, per, or every. Look at this example. I play football twice a week, twice per week, or twice every week. Notice when I use a here, I say twice a week, not twice a week. Is very common here instead of a because it's not a stressed word. Not in this case. It's not a stressed word in this case. Twice a week, twice per week, twice every week. Or 2 times a week, 2 times per week, or 2 times every week. Okay, so you can say twice or 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, blah, blah, blah. There's also other time adverbs you can use to say that you either often do something, or you do something, but only once in a while, or that you don't really do it ever. And here are some word examples you might use. Instead of doing something often, you might say, I commonly fish. I frequently fish. I regularly fish. Sometimes I fish, or from time to time I fish, or I go fishing. Now and again I go fishing. Every once in a while I go fishing. Or if you want to say that you don't do something very often, for example, uh, I don't eat curry very often. So I rarely eat curry. I infrequently eat curry. I seldom eat curry, or I hardly ever eat curry. I would eat curry a lot more back home. I love curry, but in Vietnam, it's a little more difficult to get a good curry. And there's one idiom here that is really common to use. Okay, one idiom that's very common to use. And this helps make your language sound more fluent and more natural and also just a bit more jazzy, snazzy. Yeah? The idiom is once in a blue moon. When we use this idiom, it will come after the verb, or more commonly come after the verb. So, for example, I go shopping once in a blue moon. But what does that mean? Well, it means I almost never go shopping. I almost never go shopping. So once in a blue moon has the same meaning as almost never, or very rarely, or hardly ever, seldom. Okay? It's the same meaning, but it's used as an idiom because it doesn't really make sense. Blue moon, why a blue moon? Who knows? Okay? A blue moon never happens. So maybe that's why we use this idiom. Okay? So that's it from me today, guys. Following on from this lesson, you can try to make some of your own present simple examples. And once you've made these examples, you can comment them on the Facebook page on the same post as this video. Or you can send me a message and I'll take a look at them and correct them for you. So if you're going to do this, try to create 3 or more sentences using the present simple. And when you do this, you should make examples for each different use of the present simple. For example, habits or organized arrangements. You should use the third person singular verbs. My bad, there should be a you in the word singular. And lastly, try to use some different time adverbs, including once in a blue moon. Okay? So give it a go, guys. But for today, that's it from me, Jamie, the English Genie. So please, 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 if you like this video, don't forget to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe, okay? Your support means I can make more and more videos like this. So please help me to help you. All the best, guys. Until the next video, that's me, the English Genie, done for today. Thank you very much.